engineer. No TF2 lobby would be complete without him, and he has made his way into our 2D fighting game, Rivals of Aether. I told you I would cover Engie if we got 2,000 likes on the Soldier video, and my oh my did you deliver. Let's do this. So we're hanging out with Soldier, and we're going to be testing out a few of the basic attacks to kind of build our way up. So for the jab, it's just the simple pistol, and when you land a shot on an opponent, it makes that wonderful hit sound. For down tilt, we have the Frontier Justice, which in the actual game does crits for every 25 damage your turret does. In this game, I'm not entirely sure if it does that, but we can absolutely test that out once we get into the turret. For forward tilt, we have the Wrangler, and at the moment it does nothing because there's no turret active. But as you can see, up tilt and forward tilt are the same thing. When the turret's up, we will also explore that a little bit more. For dash attack, we have ourselves the jackhammer here, and it's kind of hard to hit it actually. You can just go right through your opponent. Now, if you've been a long-time viewer, this character might look really familiar to you, and that's because I actually did cover them in an old series I used to do 3 years ago. The character's been updated quite a bit since then, so things might be a little different than what you remember. And another thing that's different from when I originally recorded that is I actually do play TF2 now, so that's pretty helpful in, you know, learning the moveset. This is my wave dashing. Oh yeah, I think it's like one of the emotes in TF2. I think I remember seeing this. A little go-kart. Alright, those are the basics covered. Let's move on to the specials.
I have no idea.
Okay, we're hanging out with Peppino, and now it's time to do specials, since I feel like this is the bulk of where the moveset comes from. For neutral B, we swing our wrench, which is used to repair and upgrade the machines that we're going to make. In order to make a machine, you press down B to pull up your build menu. As you can see, we can build a turret, a dispenser, and a teleporter. I'll explain things and assume that some of you probably have not played TF2 before. So the dispenser is usually what you want to build first. A dispenser will heal your teammates, dispense ammunition and metal to an engineer. Metal is what's used to upgrade and build things. So if I hit the dispenser with my wrench, you'll see my metal go down, and then if I keep hitting the dispenser, eventually you'll see it upgrade. See, now it has a little nice beep boop. So yeah, this is the final tier of the dispenser, and it's giving me a ton of metal, although it is maxed at 200 right there in my UI. That is okay, because now we can build something else. So we're gonna go ahead and build a turret. But as you can see, it's a little tiny little guy, and the range and radius of what the turret can see is indicated by the blue dotted line. So if Peppino walks into the radius, he just starts to get shot like that. And it's very minor damage, nothing too crazy. But things get a little insane as we begin to invest in our turret by upgrading it. As I slap the turret, it has now become more powerful. I think this is the tier 2 turret. So now if we walk into the radius, the damage is much faster. Like, that is a lot of damage accumulating on Peppino. Let's go ahead and get some metal from that dispenser, back to 200. And now we're gonna go ahead and slap on the turret again, upgrading it with our wrench, and boom, it is now tier 3, the absolute maxed out it can be. I'm really sorry for this, by the way. Go ahead and walk in the radius. As you can see, yeah, it shoots rockets now. In Rivals of Aether, when you respawn, you are invulnerable, but for some reason the turret ignores that and you can still take damage from the turret. So that's kind of busted, but it's also kind of funny. Well, the final thing we can build is a teleporter. So in the actual game of TF2, you can usually upgrade the teleporter to make it teleport you faster, but in this game, you can't upgrade it because my wrench doesn't reach it. What it does instead in this game is it allows you to recover back to stage. So let's say I get knocked off the stage. If I press up B, I teleport back to the teleporter. Shocker. And you actually use the Eureka to do so. And it is fully spammable, which I think is kind of interesting. As you can see, there's no cooldown on it, which I think is a bit broken. And you'd think the lightning would do a lot of damage or something, but it doesn't do any damage at all. It's just cosmetic. Those are all the contraptions I've built, but the character doesn't end there. There's a lot of other cool references, and we'll get into that right after a word from our sponsor. Life isn't always easy, and when you face some trouble, like a car accident, Morgan & Morgan wants to make submitting a claim as easy as possible. In 8 clicks or less, you can be connected to the largest injury firm in the US. You can literally submit a claim from the comfort of your own couch. So don't wait. Go to forthepeople.com/Linklight2 for more info, and thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this video. So before we hop into more stuff, I did want to show you guys the alternate costumes for the character. We have red and blue, you know, classics, obviously. For the all costume 3, we got green, very exciting stuff. Then purple, Robo, Australian Robo, I like that, that's pretty cool. Kitty 0706. Then we have OG Cox, Engineer Drip, and then back to default. So some cool references in there. All right, we're chilling out in Minecraft with Mr. Steve here. And one special I did forget to show you guys was side special. That is the short circuit, which is a secondary weapon for NG. Oh, there is a cooldown on it. Oh, it's not a cooldown, it's just the fact that I don't have metal. So let's build a dispenser. Wait, am I soft locked? I can't build a dispenser because I used all my metal. Okay, so if you hit enough people with your down tilt, eventually it drops an ammo pack. No, my ammo pack flew off into the sunset. Maybe I'll just SD. But now we have a dispenser, so we don't really have to worry about any more complications. So we're gonna check out the aerials now. For up air, we have the Pretty Machete, and it's kind of hard to see it, but if we freeze frame it and then take off the percentages, you can see it's right there, and it's beautiful 2:16 resolution, very nice. For down air, this one was actually hard for me to identify, and I'm curious, type in the comments what you think this is before I tell you what it is. There's a picture of it. I even invited a few of my TF2 friends into a call to ask them what this was. And after a while, we figured out it's supposed to be a Saxy. The Saxy is like an award that's given to people who make like cool SFM videos. For back air, we have the Golden Pan, the classic G-Pan. You can get one in TF2 for only a low affordable price of $5,000 US. That's not a joke. Look it up. They're very expensive. And if you have one and want to give it to me for free, my DMs are open. I'm just saying. But yeah, it hits pretty hard and makes a very satisfying sound effect. So not a bad tool to get opponents to get off of your back, you know what I'm saying? For forward air, we have the Widowmaker shotgun, which has a good amount of recoil, shoots you backwards. The thing that makes the Widowmaker shotgun special is that if you happen to land a nice clean shot, you will not lose any metal when you shoot it. So for example, I'm gonna go all the way over here, I'm gonna shoot the shotgun, and as you can see, it consumes 30 per shot. But if I shoot Steve at point blank with it, I literally gain metal, actually. That was quite nice. And there's my victory screen. We kind of accidentally bullied Steve a little too hard there, but yeah, not bad. I think I forgot to mention that the wrench just does 3 damage. You know, nothing to write home about, but you know, I just thought I'd mention it. And then the last aerial we haven't showcased yet is the neutral air. This one is a little confusing to catch on to if you're not paying close attention. But if we freeze frame it, you can see that it is a Necro Smasher, which is, you know, fun little reference. So yeah, those are all the aerials covered, and soon it will be time for smash attacks. All right, we're hanging out with Flowey, and I want to show you guys a few things that we missed because, you know, this character is a little complex. So we're gonna go ahead and build a dispenser as usual. Now I mentioned earlier that forward tilt and up tilt were the Wrangler. The Wrangler allows you to summon rockets to your position. So I guess that means we have to upgrade our turret real quick. All right, our turret's completely beefed out. So now if I press forward tilt, it summons a rocket to my current position, which is pretty cool. The animation's a little strange. Oh wow. That certainly did the trick, I'll tell you that. And now my turret is out of ammo. So I have to fill it back up with ammo by hitting it. And the ammo is indicated right there underneath the turret icon. It has 50 bullets. I think that's the max it can have, yeah. And it works all the way out here. And Flowey is too short to be shot by the rockets by the turret, so that's actually really funny. So that was forward tilt. Up tilt does the same thing, except it kind of aims it more upwards. So I'm assuming it's just for maybe if you want to hit an opponent that is above the platform. Yeah. So yeah, that's how the Wrangler works. There's so many things to learn with this character. All right, I've set up a dispenser here, and I'm chilling with Pea Shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. And now it is time to test out the smash attacks. I don't think I've tested these yet, so these will be a complete surprise for me. So for forward smash, okay. Oh, that's too good. So it's my guitar, and you just slam it down. And the sound is so loud for no reason. That's pretty good. Not bad. For up smash, I don't even know what this is actually. What is this? Let's see if we can make this easier to hit. Here we go. Engineer, what do you got? What do you got? Oh, it's actually very underwhelming. I don't know what this is. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. And then finally for down smash. Oh, it's the world famous shotgun, and it will shoot on both sides of you. And that is definitely a very good move to just get people out of your space and allow you to have a little bit of freedom. Now, something we didn't test earlier is, can enemies destroy the dispenser? Yes, the health is indicated by the little squares above the ammunition in the dispenser. And Pea Shooter broke my dispenser. Way to go, you dumb plant. Now that we've learned almost everything there is to know, it's time for some taunts, and then it's time for some battles. All right, it's time for the taunts, which is usually one of my favorite parts of every character. So if we press the simple taunt button here, we will... Ain't no way, bro. This is the entirety of the voice line menu from TF2. That's crazy. And it's like fully functional. You see me moving, right? So if I want to say spy.
There's a spy creeping around here.
Sentry here.
Need a sentry right here.
No way, bro.
Nice shooting, Tex.
That's crazy.
Well, don't that beat all?
I'm impressed, I have to say.
Doc.
Now, if someone makes a really good scout, I would love to spam medic. That'd be so funny. Yeah, this is incredible stuff. This voice line for the nope is like iconic in meme culture. Like, a lot of people don't realize that came from TF2. Like, TF2 is way more influential than you could possibly imagine.
Nope.
Well, now that we know you can spam all your favorite voice lines to your heart's content, does he have a secret taunt? That's the real question. So we're gonna hold down and then we're gonna press taunt. Wait a minute. No way, it's just got a full-blown song baked into the character. I'm still going. And can it be interrupted by somebody? Wait, the song's still playing. Yo, and we can dance. All right, I'm afraid this is copyright, so I'm gonna stop it. Oh yeah, before we leave this place, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Demopan. I didn't know they existed until literally like a few days ago. They're also made by the same person who made Engineer, which was made by Amogus and Cosmo, by the way. Shout outs to these guys. So if you want to see me make a video about Demopan, let's get to 2,000 likes and obviously subscribe so you don't miss that video. All right, let's move on. All right, you've been waiting and it's time for me to deliver. It's time to put Engineer to the test. We will take Engineer and put him up against more and more difficult opponents until he finally drops. And if he makes it to the end, he will battle Soldier, which I expect that to be a glorious battle. So, buckle up, grab some popcorn, and hope that Engineer makes it to the end, because I definitely want to see how this will play out. Our first opponent will be Ralsei from Deltarune, except this Ralsei has a little something interesting to them that you'll see in just a second. This Ralsei comes equipped with a gun. So while I battle for my life against this Ralsei, I want to tell you guys something I think is really interesting. Something we take for granted in Team Fortress 2 and this game Rivals of Aether is the workshop. The fact that you can make stuff that gets put into the game is amazing. Now, I know a lot of you have probably wondered how you can get started with learning how to create content for the games you enjoy playing, but it requires skills like 3D modeling, pixel spriting, coding, and many more. Well, that's where this video's sponsor comes in, Southern New Hampshire University. Isn't that crazy? A university sponsoring a gaming video? Here's the thing, guys. All those skills I mentioned, and having a resource like SNHU to help you excel in a field you're passionate about is invaluable. The best part is you can do it all from home. The university is online and has a very affordable tuition. So, hear me out. If you guys visit the link in the description, they will send you some info on what kinds of classes you should take depending on what you want to pursue. So if you want to be a developer, it will show you the steps you need to take in order to get there, and even how much of a salary you you can expect to earn with your degree. Signing up using my link also helps out the channel a ton. So if you've ever been on the fence about getting a job in the gaming industry, this is your chance. I'm so happy to be working with SNHU because I loved taking computer science back in the day, and I loved learning about how my favorite games were made. So yeah, visit snhu.edu/linklight2. It's like straight bars, bro. And sign up. It's like a little rap. snhu.edu/linklight2. I don't know, it flows so well. Get you a sponsor to get you a cool link like that. That's not bad. All right, back to the video. I'm not gonna lie, multitasking and trying to like figure out how to play this character efficiently and upgrading all your stuff is quite challenging. Now, one thing I will say I'm very grateful for that I didn't consider until now is when you do get KO'd, all your machines still stay active, so you don't have to like rebuild them from scratch every time you die, which is so helpful. Ralsei, even though they had a minigun bigger than Heavy has, that wasn't too bad. Now it's time to move on to the next difficult opponent. Next up on the power ladder is Spamton. This will be a little harder, so wish me luck. Honestly, making your dispenser high up in the air is probably a bad idea because I need to get more metal from it, but I'm afraid he's gonna break it. That's kind of like my thought process behind that. I'm not sure. I mean, I can just jump up and replenish my ammo anytime, so maybe it's not as bad as I thought. As you can see, Spamton also builds a lot of stuff, so if you're ever curious on how a lot of the characters in this game work, I have made videos on every character I've featured, a little self-promo there. Alright, let's get this turret nice and upgraded. We are out of metal, so we need to make sure that we replenish that. And Spamton doesn't seem to want to attack the turret at all, which is interesting. Turret is now level 2, looking good. We also have to make sure that we can recover back to stage, so we got a teleporter up. Oh, the shotgun's crazy. No way. Am I just that good? Normally, Spamton's a little tricky to beat. Dang, I'm just sauced up. All right, the final Deltarune character we'll be battling is Kris. Kris is very good at stringing moves together and doing devastating combos. This is where things get serious. All right, right off the bat, we are building a dispenser. We need that immediately. My dispenser's gonna break. I can already feel it. I'm getting wrecked right now. Holy, I'm trying to stop Kris from breaking my dispenser. Oh my gosh, maybe I'll just stay away from it for now. And then build a teleporter so I can get back to stage. We have the basics set up now. We just need a turret. That drill is just not very powerful at all. All right, we got a sentry up. I need some G-Pan right now. That's what's gonna help a lot. No. Oh, Kris wants to break the sentry, but doesn't quite know how. Okay, Kris has lost a stock. That's really good for us. We're out of metal. And I have to say, I'm usually very good at multitasking and like playing this game and talking at the same time. But this character has so many niche mechanics that it is very hard to concentrate. Okay, let's use the Widowmaker again. I feel like the Widowmaker hits like a truck. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The Widowmaker is also just a really solid way of farming up your metal without having to go all the way back to your dispenser. Like, it's not bad at all. Oh my gosh, Kris is struggling here, getting hit from all sorts of projectiles. Just wait till we get the rockets up and going. It's gonna be incredible. All right, I'm on my final stock, and Kris is slamming down my dispenser right now. All right, we finally got the final upgrade. I think those rockets are gonna come in handy. Oh my gosh, wait, that wombo combo was ridiculous. Getting hit by the rockets from the turret and my side special at the same time. Kris did not stand a chance. Gosh, that was so beautiful. Okay, it's time for everyone's favorite segment on the channel.
Okay, but can they be Goku?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Engineer versus Goku. I didn't think I'd be witnessing this in my entire lifetime, to be honest with you, but here we are. Let's do it. All right, gang, whether I win or lose, it doesn't really matter because Goku is not really part of the power ladder. He's just kind of a silly little guy that we're battling along the way. But I will do my best to show Goku the power of Team Fortress 2, and maybe next time he won't mess around with the Texan, because we all know how that usually ends. Okay, right off the bat, oh, I should have put my teleporter down. That's really bad. Why is Goku purple? That's what I want to know. Like, what's going on with the purple? Did his color palette get messed up on accident or something? Okay, we need to build a turret like this moment. Oh my gosh, I'm getting wrecked. Oh, okay, we are definitely racking up some good percentages on Mr. Goku here. Things are looking really good. We got some good edge guarding tactics here. The side special is probably one of my favorite moves that we have at our disposal. He's gone Super Saiyan, and I have 1 stock and he has 3. But now that we have everything nice and built up, I think it finally might be our time to shine. Oh my gosh, I can't catch a break, bro. We need metal. I'm alive. I have super high percentage. Whether I win this or not is extremely unlikely, but anything's possible. And it just looks like it wasn't quite it. Dang. Okay, so Goku is absolutely a force to be reckoned with. I think if I really hard focused, I might have been able to have it. Okay, I have to admit, fighting all those characters was much easier than I anticipated. I think Engineer in the right hands, like when you're really thinking about what you're doing and using your utility to the max, is an insanely busted and scary character to fight against. But either way, a promise is a promise. We're finally here at the end. It's time to battle Soldier. And I have no idea how it's gonna go, but of course, wish me luck. Let's do this. Now, a fitting battleground for the final battle would be something like 2-4, but we don't got that. So we're gonna go to Eggman Land. I hope you guys don't mind. All right, yeah, look at that. That's not too bad. All right, so me versus Soldier. I think it's time to build a dispenser. It's like my favorite first thing to do personally. Uh-oh, we already get parried immediately. I don't think Soldier has any sophisticated AI, unlike, you know, what we just witnessed with Goku, which was very terrifying, by the way. Soldier can rocket jump, and remember, we did just make a video on Soldier, so we do know the potential. Sometimes understanding your opponent is the greatest defense, and we absolutely do understand what Soldier is capable of. All right, our dispenser's already maxed out, which is great. Let's build a turret. I think the key determining factor on what makes an enemy easy to battle when you're playing as Engineer is just whether or not your opponent attacks really frequently, because when your opponent is like going crazy with the combos, you just don't have time to think about what to build or even have the time to invest into your builds at all. Oh my gosh, the Wrangler is literally disgusting. It's so broken. Soldier's at 300%. We finally got him. And now we have rockets on our turret. You love to see it. I think, oh, wow. Okay, nice rocket jump from Soldier there. I have to respect it. That was actually very stylish and beautiful. Didn't know the CPU was capable of such art. Okay, relax, buddy, relax. We gotta hit him with that banjo real quick. Gotta repair it up. Okay, I think just the Wrangler is the move. That is just so busted. Oh, the edge guard is too nasty. Let's go. The Wrangler, I think, is the most OP move in the game. I mean, obviously, once you upgrade the turret. But yeah, that is crazy. All right, well, there you have it. Engineer was an absolute blast to play, and so much more fun now that I understand TF2 and they received a few updates. If you had a good time, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want to see more characters I've reviewed, check out our mega playlist. I've reviewed over 300 characters and counting. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the near future, but otherwise, have a good one. Bye-bye.